Okay, I was mistaken. He said maybe on the mobile app, but there were not dollar medium fries on the dollar menu. They're gonna make them for me. He said it'll be just a couple minutes to get them nice and hot. That's very sweet. Thanks, McDonald's. Okay, I'm gonna put my receipt over here. I'll let Barrington Bear hold on to it. Thank you, Barrington. And I can't forget to ask for ketchup, because if you're not gonna get fries very often, you gotta have them taste the right way. This is a good video, right? Probably not. Hope you take drives and do weird things and enjoy your life and find ways to make things fun. I really don't like doing a 10.5-hour drive in one day. I think it's too much. That's why I turned it into oh gosh, it'll end up like a 17-hour drive with all the stops. But that feels less annoying than if I had just driven 10.5 hours straight. I probably would have like borderline fallen asleep at the wheel and wanted to like stay in a hotel. So I've learned that turtle pace wins the race. You know, the tortoise and the hare. Turtles win. They really do. Not because slow things are better, just because pacing yourself is wisdom. Spiritual wisdom and worldly wisdom. Really, truly. The hare burns itself out. The rabbit. But also, you know, rabbits are clearly having fun in the world, and I have lots of songs about that. Not on my Jessica and the Rainbow albums, but, you know, my 7th grade musical. We're off to go to Rabbit Land. And what's the other one? Oh, from an old kids album with my ex. Rabbits, do your best. Blah, 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 rabbit. He loved to say, rabbits, do your best. Rabbits, do your best, because that's what rabbits do. And then it's about some grumpy rabbit being really nitpicky with the little rabbits and the bunnies, and they just want to have fun, but he's being a jerk to them. I don't know. Some of that content was not even appropriate, so it's probably good that I didn't keep pushing that. It was like a comedy album. It's kind of weird. Anyway, always trying to help the people around me. Not gonna get into that. Okay.
Very hot fries.
Okay, is there ketchup in here?
Oh, there's not.
Ooh.
Open that bag for
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. You too, thanks, bye. Okay, Barrington Bear is going to hold my video. Perfect. Alright. I think left and I'm gonna pull over somewhere. I don't really know where. Maybe this deserted looking parking lot. I think these are like just employee cars. And I'm gonna just sit and eat some french fries with ketchup. Yep. Kind of have to pee, but too bad. Can make it an hour. So, do yourself. Hop! It is not sponsored by McDonald's, because McDonald's definitely wouldn't want me saying how much I haven't eaten their really unhealthy food in like 5 years or something. Maybe I've had like an egg and something like here and there. This is really hot. And how like terrible I think it is for you. Like, I'm only thinking of this because like Instagram tried to say that I was posting branded content because I posted 5 pictures of my 5 different ukuleles, and they happened to show like the top part that showed the brand. And it won't get rid of that little thing at the top of my private account login page. Like, is this branded content? And it's like, no, that's like 20 posts ago, and no. I tried to say no and make it go away, and it didn't go away. Alright, well, I'm sure this is a compelling video that when I drive around, terrible. eating habits. These aren't even good. And they don't taste like anything. They taste like hot salt. Hot, mushy, crispy salt. They're terrible. And it's not just this McDonald's. They're just not food. It's like they forgot the MSG or whatever it is that makes some foods taste good. I'm kidding, but I had the best Thai food of my life the other day, and it was so good. But this is just so disappointing that, like, why even eat them, right? I got some chips over here. I'll eat those instead. Yeah, Ruffles baked lace, cheddar and sour cream. Not good for me. Also not good for me. But that, I would rep that brand. I eat baked lays and Cliff Bars. Those were the snacks I had. Anyway. Ba-da-da-da-da. Not loving it. When I was a kid. This is the last story I'll tell, and then I really want to get to my brothers. When I was a kid, I wrote a song called It's a Beautiful Day. It's on my childhood album. Someday it'll be on an album called Actual Childhood, like when I find the real version that I recorded as a kid. But for now, it's on Childhood, which is an album I made during my 12 albums in 12 months. It was month 3. And it's got a yellow cover. It's on my Bandcamp. I think it's on Spotify and all of those places too. Anyway, it's track 4. It's a Beautiful Day. And I was in 3rd grade or maybe 4th grade when my dad, nice man, like very nice man. Everyone who knows him thinks he's a really nice man. Like he is. He's a very nice man, and he's helpful, and he like helped me move out of a 4-story walk up in New York City when I wanted to move to Chicago. Well, first I moved back to like he's a very helpful, and they've like bought me a car. Like they're really loving people, my parents. So anyway, but this did happen, and this did scar me. No offense, Dad, I love you. But so anyway, I wrote this song and I was playing it all the time. This is the first like serious sounding one, but before my friend died when I started writing really serious sounding ones and submitting them to all those competitions. So this was kind of the interim between pop, Casio pop, Dancy Jess, and 5th grade into 7th grade, like serious world peace, sad feelings, heal from heartache, talk to angels. Jess. I don't ever talk in 3rd person, but there you go. That's how you see me and know me. So there you go. That's my name. But in between was this song called It's a Beautiful Day and the sun's shining brightly. And I was writing it. I was walking around the block. I shared it with my family. They really liked it. They thought it was good. It honestly has some really compelling chord progressions. There's some weird like pseudo key change thing. I think I had just started taking piano lessons, or maybe it was a year into it. Anyway, and I think I wrote it without piano first. I was just singing it. So it had a key change kind of built in. And I don't know if I did it the same every time. But anyway, my dad, after hearing it for a while or right away, told me I should really, I think he said send it to McDonald's. I don't know. Back in those days, the internet wasn't like you couldn't just tag someone on Twitter. But my dad thought that I should send it to McDonald's. He later started doing things like send my songs to the WB. They just really wanted me to get some recognition for my abilities. And it must be frustrating as parents to see someone be talented and capable. And especially once I started winning statewide awards, but then not really get like recognition for it beyond that. I mean, they would have needed to like move me to LA and be like stage parents. So, but they didn't know. It's very sweet. It's a sweet story. But anyway, but maybe don't burden the kid with the thought. So anyway, my dad said something like, you should make that into a McDonald's jingle and then send it to him. So like I can still hear the McDonald's version in my head because, as young as 3rd grade, I was changing my own heartfelt song about it being a beautiful day and the sun shining brightly and you can hear the birds chirping to the beat of my song. Like just pure joy. Pure, unadulterated joy. And then changing it at my dad's suggestion. Again, no offense, Dad. Love you to pieces. But to It's a beautiful day to go to McDonald's. Dun, dun, dun. I don't think I ever wrote past that part because I knew it was a bad idea. Anyway, but it's interesting that then I proceeded to feel like I had failed. Like, failed to what? Encapsulate capitalism and gross commercialism or gross marketing into a song about birds and love and tweeting. Anyway, I actually think I never would have been mad at my dad for that if I hadn't ever gone to therapy. So now let's turn this into a sort of anti-therapy rant, because I think that some things mess us up, but they're harmless on both ends, you know? Like, yeah, that put some weird thoughts in my head, but it was harmless on his end. It was harmless on my end trying it. It's just whatever. Why do I keep showing that? I'll make a W. Anyway, I don't know why a W. Turn that upside down. Make it into 2 little smiles. Instead of 2 frowns. Lots of things are harmless. But when we deep dive and we dissect things, I don't know. I'm not anti-therapy, I'm just not pro-therapy. Sort of like I'm not anti-churches, but I'm not pro-churches. I'm pro the church, but I'm not pro all churches. I've seen some dysfunction inside of churches. I'm just, the world. Okay, I want to go back on the road. Got some nasty fries down on the floor and a car full of stuff and a heart full of love. Good job. Okay. Hope something in here helped you. The end. Goodbye.